bare necessities.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. The bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Ooh, yeah.
The necessities of life.
Woohoo!
Hello, and welcome to the Parking Lot Projectionist podcast. My name is Andrew Dumpty.
And I... Oh, well, I'm Raymond Bogira.
And today, we just saw The Jungle Book.
The Jungle Book, 2016.
Oh, yes, of course.
Dumpty. Okay, we gotta explain.
Okay, go for it,
So the highlight of the night tonight, y'all.
We're in the IMAX 3D auditorium for the lovely showing of The Jungle Book. I saw that there was a Ghostbusters trailer, and I was like, this is a good time to take a piss. So I left.
Comes back in, Warcraft trailer was on. Next trailer pops up is Alice Through the Looking Glass trailer. And it was this new trailer that we've never seen before. So we just, going along with the trailer, having a good time.
Having a good time, yeah.
And at the end of the trailer, Humpty Dumpty is rolling off a ledge.
Everybody's watching Humpty Dumpty roll off a ledge, everybody. Alice is just walking up to him.
He's going, oh no, not again. And he rolls off, and that camera just gets the shot of him going off, and he goes in like not slow motion, but you get to see how far the drop was, and then he just cracks and shatters into pieces, and Andrew went, and his mouth just went open. Just started laughing.
I was shocked.
This is the best reaction.
I was appalled.
Ever.
Christopher Nolan protects me from things shattering on the ground. In The Dark Knight Rises, you saw the plane go all the way down, but then he cut away before it hit the ground. But this is a kid's movie, sir.
So you gotta watch this egg that's alive shatter.
This is a real character. This is a real thing in this Alice Through the Looking Glass trailer. This Humpty Dumpty guy is like, whoa, all innocent and stuff, and Alice is just walking up like, yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen.
So instead of them cutting whenever he falls off the thing, they showed you that he about to die. And he died. He just shattered.
Yeah, normally these types of trailers, they cut away to the reaction of the people above them, and you hear, I'm okay, but no, this man shattered into a million pieces, and then the audience laughed.
Andrew's reaction was, great.
They played the shattering of an actual being into millions of pieces for laughs. He's not a villain. He's just some overweight egg.
Man died.
Oh, it was horrific. You saw the whole thing. You saw the whole fall. Oh, man.
But that got a good laugh out of me because of Andrew's reaction. I just kept thinking about that throughout this movie.
Raymond.
Yes, sir. Oh, shit.
What is The Jungle Book 2016 about?
The Jungle Book 2016 is a adventure drama movie. About, is written by Anonymous. The man cub Mowgli flees the jungle after a threat from the tiger Shere Khan. Guided by Bagheera, the panther, and the bear Baloo, Mowgli embarks on a journey of self-discovery, though he also meets creatures who don't have his best interests at heart.
Ooh.
This movie stars introducing Neil Sethi as Mowgli. Is that Neil?
Neil and then Sethi.
Neil Sethi as Mowgli. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bill Murray as Baloo.
Introducing Bill Murray
as Baloo.
Oh, right.
Ben Kingsley as Bagheera. Idris Elba as Shere Khan. Lupita Nyong'o as Rakasha. But you don't have that rock. There's not another A in between the K and the S, so I can't do Rakasha.
Raksha. Not Rakisha?
No, that's racist.
What? It's racist? I don't know what it's spelled like.
Scarlett Johansson as Kai. Giancarlo Esposito as Aquila. Christopher Walken as King Louie. Gary Shandling, R.I.P. as Icky.
I thought it sounded like Gary Shandling.
Oh, John Favreau was the
Favreau.
hog.
Favreau.
John Favreau. sorry, was the Pygmy Hog.
Hey, that man brought you the cinematic universe of Marvel, sir.
He did kick it off. He did jumpstart that. Shout out to him.
He gave you Marvel. He gave you Iron Man.
And I saw this in the credits. I don't know if you caught it.
Sam Raimi?
Sam Raimi as the giant squirrel.
Yeah, I saw it in the credits too.
This is directed by Jon Favreau, kicking off the Disney
Cinematic
live-action universe.
Well, it was already kicked off, though.
By who?
I mean, you had Cinderella last year, definitely.
That's the princess version, though. Like, this is separate.
You don't think that this exists in the same universe as Cinderella?
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
I think the princess universe was kicked off. This is a separate universe.
What's going to bring them all together? I hope it's Jafar.
Jafar?
I think Jafar could do it.
Oh, he's the magical being.
Brings them all together.
Like, they gotta fight him?
Yeah.
Because he's like the Loki of the series?
Yeah. And then Disney's like all pro women and stuff, so he's going to just capture all the male heroes, and then all the princesses like have to rip their dresses and go to town on them.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
They rebel. I'm sorry.
The writers of this is Justin Marks and Rudyard Kipling. He's the book author, but Justin Marks did the screenplay, and that's all you need to know. The Jungle Book.
All right, you ready to kick this thing off?
All right, y'all ready for this synopsis?
Now, we start off inside of a book, but we don't open the book. We don't see ourselves going into the book. It's a little strange.
Yeah.
Jon Favreau said hello to us and showed us a book while he said hello.
They showed us clips of the original movie, and then showed us clips of the new movie he was about to watch. And I was like, what the... Why?
Spoilers.
Yeah, don't show me the movie. I'm getting ready to watch this.
And that was the best take they could get out of Jon Favreau. He's like just staring really intensely like Mark Hamill in that fundraiser commercial.
I think that's just his, that's just where his eyes are.
No, he was just like locked into the
So
camera.
when he's acting like a crazy character, his eyes aren't like that. But he's normally, that's just his normal eyes are just like...
I'm really proud of the imagination in this movie. Thank you for coming to the movie. Enjoy.
They got a big ass thank you sign posted up.
Thanks for coming to the movies. Is he gonna do that for all their big movies now? They force the director to say thank you for coming to actual movie theaters? That's a thing that likes to do. I'm gonna bleep out the name of the theater, I guess.
Well, you gotta bleep it out. Well, just take out this whole part.
Sure.
Like, yeah.
Well, spoilers for what movie chain we go to.
All right, so we start off with the Disney logo, their new version of the logo, but it's like in book art form, like a hand-drawn form of it.
Flat, multi-plane cardboard
2D,
cutouts.
like a 2.5D. It's like a 2.5D.
The castle didn't look amazing in this version of it. It looked a little bland.
Boxed up castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like they drew the full castle. They just decided to do like 4 bricks on top of each other and like the little cones. Like the little cones on the ends, and that was it. Like a little kid drew it. Like that's what it was. Like this is my Disney castle that I drew in 3rd grade. Turned it into the teacher, and the teacher turned it into Disney, and they put it on Jungle Book.
But then we zoom out from the castle into some slightly 2.5D jungle, and then it becomes actual CGI live action.
It came out to the Jungle Book title, and then that turned into the CGI. Or was that Los Angeles? Because I'm not sure.
No. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Should we spoil it for?
Yes, if you stay to the end of the credits, they reveal where they shot this movie.
It's filmed on location in Los Angeles. That's what the credits said. We can't make this shit up. Stay to the end and watch it.
Filmed on location.
Filmed on location.
Oh, wow. That's nice. We gave the computer graphics people too much credit. They just went to Los Angeles.
So we immediately just jump into Mowgli running with Bagheera. Bagheera's trying to give us a voiceover. And Bagheera's just like, yeah, I found Mowgli a long time ago. And Mowgli's trying to run like the wolves. Wolves catch him. And Mowgli just was like, I can't keep up. It's because you're not a wolf. You're a man cub.
I would have caught up if it wasn't for that dang-gum tree branch cracking. It's like, man, you're not supposed to be in the tree anyway. You're a wolf. Stay on the ground.
How you gonna run by the dead tree, fool?
I'm gonna say dead tree like 5 more times because it's very important. Dead tree. Dead tree.
Dead tree.
Dead tree.
And dead tree.
Dead tree. Did you like this early sequence, sir? This is like one of the best sequences. I liked the way this chase was cut and the music to it. It got my toes a-tapping. It was really energetic.
I like this over the shit. I'll tell you what the problem with the film was for me.
We're skipping to general discussions? all of a
No,
sudden?
I like this opening chase sequence. I didn't like Bagheera's voiceover during it.
During the chase sequence?
Yeah.
Or overall, too?
No, not overall. Just over this. I just got to go into general. I would have preferred there actually been a prologue before we jumped into this.
Yeah, because they ham-fisted somewhere else. Shove it in somewhere where it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and that There's one other thing in this movie that just doesn't make sense. It doesn't pay off. Okay, so
It's a nice touch that they played this opening chase for suspense. They make you think he's being chased by something. It's like, oh no, he's being chased by the wolves. And then the wolves pass him up. It's like, oh, something bigger's coming. A whole entire tree was shaking behind him. Like a huge creature was coming.
I thought he saw Bagheera pop out and he was like, oh!
Yeah.
But then he started voicing over. Damn, Bagheera. Can I enjoy this, please? So anyways, they went back to...
Wolf Pride Rock.
They talked to the Mama Wolf Rakasha, played by Lupita Nyong'o.
Maz Kanata.
Lupita Nyong'o. Maskalamwanwanga. What's the name of the leader wolf?
Akira. Akira, the leader wolf's like, gather around the map, leader. Free your mind. All the wolves are gathering on this canyon-type area with a huge rock cliff.
Mowgli's talking to his mama and...
Mowgli's all depressed because the panther, Ben Panthley.
Bagheera.
Ben Panthley. Ben Panthley he doesn't feel like he fits in as a wolf. Mom's like, you are my son no matter what they tell you, okay? I raised you since birth. Yeah, but I don't grow as fast as the rest of the wolves. It takes me forever. And then his brother Gray like, hey, what up, bro? It's me, Gray. I serve no purpose in this movie, but I look cute, don't I? It's like, oh, you sure do. Look at all those awes in the audience out there.
I think he got a reaction shot of his brother at the end. That was
you
that's
exist
what the purpose was.
for a reaction shot, Gray.
That's what he's trying.
He's a cute little wolf cub named Gray, and he and Mowgli have a bond, apparently.
Well, I guess you could have just gave it to the mom. Yeah, Gray serves no purpose.
So Akira, the head wolf, standing up on the cliff, is like, okay, now it's time to recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Like, we pledge allegiance to this wolf pack. We will slaughter everything in our path.
And to the jungle for which it stands.
One pack,
underground, indivisible,
liberty,
and
toots for all.
And then all of a sudden, Zach Galifianakis walks up. At first, I thought there was just one in the wolf pack, but then I saw Mowgli, and I was like, could it be? Yes. Yes, it can. Now there was one in the wolf pack, and now there is three. You, me, Akira, and Mowgli. Rock so I take this rock and cut myself. Yeah. Whoa! Calm down, Zach Galifianakis. So they all get drunk. They can't remember what happened last night, and then they discover that the whole entire land somehow got droughted. And so it's up to Zach Galifianakis and Mowgli.
I like how Zach is in this movie now. Completely now just in this movie.
And the Wolfpack. No, the human Zach Galifianakis is in this movie.
As just a human character?
Yeah, as a human character.
Will he be a man cub, or will he be just a different type of creature that they haven't seen before?
He's like a dwarf.
Okay.
A pudgy dwarf. They got Peter Dinklage, and then they mocap Zach Galifianakis' face onto Peter Dinklage's body.
That is about the most offensive thing.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah, they wanted some other actor, but they put his face on Peter Dinklage's body, and they made Peter Dinklage wear dots on his face. Like, they told Peter Dinklage, we're going to put a CGI character over you. Trust me. And then they just put another human's face over Peter Dinklage's face.
I think Destiny did that too, didn't they?
Oh, no.
Didn't Bungie do that too?
But yeah, they did a salute, talk about honor and respect in the jungle, and the Wolfpack pledges their allegiance that they're only as strong as one another. Ben Pantherly voiceover tells us there was a huge drought. Everybody's depressed, but then a porcupine finds water. We got a call for the great water rock truce.
Whenever the lake dries up, there's this rock at the bottom of it that they all meet at. The water rock, I guess we'll call it.
It is time.
So they call a truce. The bird flies out. Everybody gathers and comes to the water rock. Mowgli and the pack shows up. Everybody's getting along. Nobody's eating each other. Bagheera shows up. Some antelope are like, whoa, back up. And he's like, we at peace right now. It's a peace time. Let me drink my water. And you're looking at him like, I'm gonna get you.
A couple of deer walk by Mowgli. Is like, did you look at that freak?
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
What the hell is that? I think it's a man cub. Don't stare, honey. It's walking on two legs. Ew.
All of a sudden, you see an impromptu coconut bowl plop into the water, and everybody's like, what the fruit is this?
Get pulled up, and it's pull their water. Got vines for ropes, and it's Mowgli taking it and drinking out of it. And then Akira walks up and is like, Mowgli, don't do your man stuff here. That's disgusting. We don't like that.
Ew.
Yeah.
You're a wolf. Stick your nose in it.
Don't use your man powers. And then all of a sudden, see some buzzards. What are you supposed to be like, Shere Khan's henchmen or something?
I guess they devour the flesh off the bones that he leaves behind.
So they see the buzzards, and then Akira's like, get behind him, Mowgli. Shere Khan walks up with the sun beaming on him. You just see his silhouette. Then he walks down. He's like, I smell something funny. Smells like man flesh. Does anybody know anything about that? Bagheera's like, the man cub stays with me. Get over it. We like this little boy. Shere Khan was like, look at my face. You see what the man has done to us? That man cub will become a man. Look what they done to my face with his man powers.
He's got a blind left eye, just a white eye.
Apparently this happened
Scars.
years ago, but yeah, them scars didn't look like they healed at all.
Well, they scars.
But it looked like it was like open
Fleshy,
flesh.
yeah.
All right. Rakasha, she chimed in as well. That's my son. I raised him. Shere Khan was like, all y'all trying to protect this fool. He gonna grow up. He gonna get us. Y'all need to watch out for him.
Mind my prophecy. I want that boy gone.
You understand me? Now.
I seen the same eyes in many people. That's
Rakasha?
Yeah, this Rakasha.
Okay.
And you look like a bully. And then Shere Khan was mad at her.
So Shere Khan was like, eventually this peace will be over. The waters will return, and I will come for the boy. The wolf pack decided, we got to talk about this. All of a sudden it started raining again, and the waters were just rushing in. It happened in like 2 days. Water just poured down. The wolf pack met.
The Council of Wolfpack.
So I thought it was a pack leader, but whatever the hell. It was like, you got to go.
Bradley Cooper. The Council of Wolfpack. You got Ed Helms, Bradley Cooper.
They sit down with Bagheera trying to talk about.
You got these grown men sitting with the wolf talking about the
We got to get this boy out of here. Mowgli walks up to him and says, I'll leave. And Bagheera was like, okay, I'll take you. Rakasha's like, no, you don't need to leave. Akira's like, yeah, he can leave. It's fine. So Bagheera's going to take him to the man village where they got the mans at.
I guess the only way he'll be safe is to bring him back to his own kind.
Yeah, you got to bring him back to his own kind. So Bagheera takes him.
Rakasha's like, you'll always be my son no matter what they tell you.
So then Mowgli and Bagheera are walking, and Mowgli's like, look, I don't really want to leave the jungle, you know what I'm saying? This is my home. I could do a lot of good here. And Bagheera's like, bruh, you need to leave, all right? This tiger want to eat you. Did you understand this? I don't care about those. Roar! Shere Khan jumps out. Him and Bagheera get into a fist fight.
In the tall grass, and a bunch of antelope nearby just start charging off.
Charging off because they didn't sense this tiger sneaking up.
Run, Mowgli!
Run, fool!
Run!
With his Gandalf staff.
And then Shere Khan's got the panther pen, and then he's like, hold on. I'm an actor. I'm acting. Okay. You see this? This is it. We're in a green screen studio. It's mocap.
Let's not do this.
It's okay.
Right.
It's like, you want one of the birds?
My name's Trevor.
You want one of the birds?
My name's Trevor. Please, I don't want trouble.
So Shere Khan is like, this is the Mandarin, and he just runs off, chasing after Mowgli. Mowgli does one of his patented, just run as fast as you can and leap off of something.
Sharadabud! He falls into some mud. The wild wildebeest antelope things start coming down into the mud.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg was like, rah, 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 rah. And then they all started storming into the...
There. Like, he runs past Simba's like, wait, help me! Like, am I falling? And he's like, screw you! I gotta go, there's a tiger eat me! Poor Simba didn't get no help from Mowgli. Mowgli just latches on to one of the antelope's horns and rides him off.
Mowgli started standing when this whole stampede was running by him, and it was like, okay, I guess he's safe now, because he's off to the side, but the stampede's out of control. Like, they could still hit him. Shere Khan is like looking at him like, you stand still, boy. I'm gonna get you once the stampede's
Stay
over.
right there.
Don't look at him.
Don't move. So he latched on, he ran out. Mowgli... I don't know, he started walking in the woods by himself or some shit.
Yeah, he's walking through the woods, sees a couple of ferrets. He constructs something to get some berries or fruit down from a tree, and then the ferrets steal his fruit. He chases them, and then all of a sudden the woods become foggy again. Like, it was foggy, and then it was nice and bright and clear, and then he just chased the ferret around with this one tree, and then it was completely foggy again. He was like, whoa.
Yeah. Scary stuff. So he ran and he picked up the skin.
Oh, foreshadowing for something that's gonna happen in 3 minutes.
But then he cut back. We gotta talk about this scene though.
Oh.
Shere Khan rolls up to the wolf pack.
He's on the wolf pack cliff. Get inside, kids, get inside. Shaka Kra or whatever.
He rolls up nice and slow, and he just takes a seat next to Akira. You know why I'm here, right?
And he's not even looking at Akira. He's like just lounging, like, you know why I'm here? Looking the other direction. And then Akira's like, I could play that too. Sits down at the top, looks the other way, so they're not looking at each other. Yeah, I know why you here.
The boy's gone. He's like, that's not what I wanted. I wanted him turned over to me so I could kill him.
I heard what you wanted. You said you wanted him gone, and he gone.
Yeah, but I wanted him. Now there's got to be some consequences, repercussions.
You want to start something?
And then the wolf pack was like right there, like they was ready to charge him. So he pretended like he was about to walk away. He's like, so I guess I'll have to do this. grabs a gear,
Bites him on the neck.
and then flings him off the cliff like he had opposable thumbs and arms and just flung him. He flung him, y'all. When I tell you, he went flying. It was like a cartoon. You literally watched a cartoon. He flew like he got shot with some Acme dynamite.
Straight murdered.
He murdered
Akira.
off the cliff. Oh, and the wolf pack didn't do shit.
All the wolf pack are turning their ears down. Like,
They started crying. It's like, there's more of you than him. Like, we've seen this before. Like, why aren't you doing something?
This is a Bug's Life all over again.
Yeah, it's like, you're not going to stand up to him at this point?
Like, he's on the edge of the cliff. You guys aren't. Like,
literally.
take him down.
Sacrifice yourselves. 2 of you, at least. It's all you need to do.
They're a bunch of cowards, man. Shere Khan took over the wolf pack. You guys work for me now. Spread word across the jungle that I'm not going to stop until you bring Mowgli back to me.
Yeah.
And then we cut back. Mowgli randomly walked into a foggy area of the forest from a sunny area of the forest.
You're getting these wide shots of him, and you hear this voice talking to him. Like, hey, Mowgli.
In the surround sound,
How are you? You look lovely in your red diaper.
I have red in my ledger. I like to wipe it out.
Ooh. And in these wide shots, you can closer see like the lady in front of me was like, oh, look, there it is. You see Snake.
I'm glad you noted it too, because they were like children, man. They're older than us, I thought. Or at least the same age as us.
Did
And
people sit in front of us?
Yeah, yeah.
No, they was like way older than us. They had to
They
be
were-
in their 40s, 30s.
40s, 30s. Okay, and they're just like playing a game of who can spot the snake on the vines. They're like little kids.
Like, won't you grow up, damn it? Slap him in the back of the head.
It's like, oh, there it is, there it is. They were just sticking their finger out above us.
Oh,
to where I
there's
could
a
see.
snake. Look how big the snake is. Oh.
Kudos to the people who made the movie because adults are really into it too.
Yeah, this the one came out in 1967, the original, the cartoon.
I don't even remember.
I think
I
it was
thought it was 1940s, but 1940s is Pinocchio.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was 1967. I guess they was old enough back then. I don't know. They grew up with it in the early 80s or whatnot, and they love it so much.
So this huge
Snake anaconda mother shows up.
boa constrictor,
Anaconda or what?
constrictor, because constrictors wrap around you and try to
Well, I
squeeze
think
the
all
life out of
snakes
you.
do that shit. Well, most of them do. The
Yeah.
ones that don't have venom do it.
Boa constrictors are known for being very long. Well, so are anacondas.
The anacondas are the biggest.
Ooh, you know what a scary snake sequence is? Swiss
What?
Family Robinson. Now that was a scary snake
I
sequence.
never seen it.
Oh man, they're in the water, and this huge anaconda is rubbing around the water. It wraps himself around you, and they have to fight it off with swords. That was a cool snake sequence.
I need to watch it.
No CGI there. There's a real anaconda.
It was a real anaconda they threw in the water with these actors. I had to stab them. They killed this real
It
anaconda.
looked pretty freaking real.
It was real. Yeah, you say it was real.
They cut away the shots of the head of it, so maybe they constructed a fake version of the body, but the fake version of the body looked really convincing. It was kind of like that scene in A New Hope. Like, shoot it anywhere except with swords.
So Kai's talking to him. He's like, I know where you come from, Mowgli.
The snake, yeah.
So she uses her spell powers and shows him the past.
She hypnotizes Mowgli with her eyes, and they do this pulsating thing like they did in the cartoon. Zooms into her eye, and she's giving Mowgli visions of the past somehow.
So anyways, what they see is Mowgli's dad had him in a cave, and she tells him about the red flower that man has, and red flower can destroy everything, but it brings light and whatnot and all that.
So if you don't know, red flower is fire.
Yeah, for all you humans out there, you'll recognize it as fire. If you're not human, it's what you would call red flower.
We find out that Shere Khan has beef with Mowgli because his father used self-defense.
Yeah, you self-defense on him. See, I'll tell you what the prologue should have been. I'll tell you what should have happened in this sequence and what the prologue should have been in general discussions.
Okay, so in general
Shakira-
discussions, you'll tell us.
Yeah,
Okay.
general discussions.
So you just said Shakira.
Shakira shows up.
Shakira shows up.
Hips don't lie. Anyways, so Shere Khan came out trying to eat him. Dad was defending himself with his red flower.
Smacked him across the side of the face.
Oh, and he'd never noticed Mowgli.
I guess because it blinded him in his left eye, somehow he didn't notice him.
He
Maybe.
ran away like a bitch.
Do any of the animals take advantage of the fact that he can't see out of his left eye?
No.
That would have been a good strategy.
Nobody.
Like, that's a good strategy,
It's like,
right?
how many of you, like, he doesn't even have an army and nothing. Like, what are you afraid of this guy for?
I mean,
There's literally
he's
more
pretty,
of you.
he's pretty intimidating, though.
Oh,
I'm
my
not gonna lie.
God.
The way he could just pick up that head of the wolf pack and just sling him out.
That was pretty cool, but
Yeah.
there's more of you than him. Like, the whole wolf pack should have went after him. Okay, so we saw that. They see Bagheera find him, which we already knew from the beginning of the movie.
Now we come back to reality, and Mowgli is being completely wrapped around by the huge, giant Scarlett Johansson snake.
She's like, you could stay with me forever. I'll keep you close. And she opens her mouth, and all of a sudden you go, rah! Some teeth and some claws come out and fight the snake, and Mowgli falls down, gets knocked out.
Cut to black, and then he wakes up, and he's got a huge bear nostril breathing in his face.
It's like, hey, hey, what are you doing? And it's like, hey. It's like, yeah, my name's Baloo. Look, I saved your life. I need you to do me a favor. Come on. I need you to climb up there and get that honey from me from these bee combs that are underneath this cliff. So Mowgli's like, I can't climb that. I'll fall. Look, I saved your life, okay? And I need to hibernate. Help me out.
You wouldn't want me to die, would you?
Yeah.
I'm going to die if I don't have enough hive juice.
Yeah.
Why am I saying funnier lines than the movie?
I don't know.
Hive juice, that would have been funny.
So Mowgli takes some vines, makes some man rope with it, latches the man rope on or something, and goes down, gets a stick, tries to poke the hives with it. Other animals come out there all like, ooh, not this again. Look at this show. He's gonna fall. No, I bet he's gonna die. Yeah.
That's another one of those monkeys up there? What an idiot.
It's not a monkey, it's a man cub.
What?
He's gonna run away just like the monkeys do when he gets stung.
Hey, who's that monkey up there?
It's not a monkey, it's a man cub.
Man cub?
Yeah, what's that?
You guys shut up. He's trying to get my honey.
So Mowgli kicks it down for him. Mowgli comes down.
I'm getting stung up here. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Those must have been female bees. Those are the ones
did
that
Mowgli,
sting.
like rappel down? How did he get down? I don't remember.
He did drop a wire down. A wire. He did drop a vine down.
Drop a man rope down?
Yeah, before he went to the top, so he could just take it down.
Okay. It's like, look at what do you call this? So here, just put some honey on it. You know, it'll work better. One of the little creatures like, yeah, it's nature's ointment. I use it everywhere.
Really? Is that supposed to be a masturbation joke in a Disney movie? Is that what that's supposed to be?
I thought he just meant like ointment on like his areas where he gets rashes. I didn't know it was a masturbation joke.
Whenever you say in a creepy way, I use it everywhere. You know, I think that's what it's supposed to be, Raymond.
Whatever you make it out to be. Ointment on his rashes on his butt, or it could be honey for masturbation.
It's like, oh, Baloo and him make a good team. It's like, all right, I need you to stick with me, kid. No, I have to get back to the village. Bagheera told me to. He sacrificed himself to make me get there. All right, kid. I'll take you to the village. Let you decide. So Baloo takes Mowgli to a cliff high above the village. You can see the village right next to a river with a little bridge to get to the village. Huge fire in the distance at night. See, there it is. And there's the red flower. Whatever you do, kid, never touch the red flower.
Don't touch it. That's what man uses.
You know what, Baloo? I think I might stick with you for a little longer. Is that okay?
Yeah, just help me out. Yeah, I'll make you a deal. Before winter, I'll take you to the man village. Right now, just help me out and collect all this honey. So Mowgli starts constructing more man shit. Apparently Mowgli went to school or some shit while he was in his jungle, and he knows like all kinds of equations and whatnot. Could just make anything. Makes a gun at one point and just shoots the honeybees down. And
he constructs a whole entire he knows physics apparently. Mowgli knows because he's a man.
He knows science. Not like you dumb animals.
So men invent tools and no science.
He had a leaf Iron Man suit that he used to not get stung with.
Yeah, he constructed a leaf suit. Also, he had a pulley system where he had Baloo and a couple other animals pull it. He constructed a swing that the pulley could bring up all the way to the hives on the cliff.
Yeah. Mowgli was a genius, a boy genius in his jungle.
Mowgli built this in a cave.
So eventually, Bagheera shows back up. Like, where you been? Oh, they sing the Bear Necessity song, by the way, and he's on his belly. They're having a good time
in the river.
Bagheera shows up.
It's a nice little sequence.
You like that?
I mean, it's a little weird. Just like, how many songs did the original Jungle Book have? Like 2 or 3? It just had 3 or 4?
That was about 4 songs, maybe 5 songs. There were songs you don't even remember.
This first song is just an hour into the movie. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like, okay, now we're musical time.
All right. I mean, I know the song exists, so okay. I like the song.
They had to get it out there for everybody.
And it was a cool sequence of going down the river. The effects of the fur and the river and everything, it was beautiful.
Very beautiful. Oh, because earlier he talked to him about, everybody's got a song. We got this saying we do. He told him the wolf cub salute. And he's like, that's propaganda, kid. He's like, what's propaganda? Bagheera shows up and is like, Mowgli, it's time to go. He's like, Bagheera, look, I got to show you all the stuff I made. Don't be mad, all right? Don't be mad. Bagheera's like, I'll shit.
Reserve judgment.
Yeah. And Bagheera walks up. Mowgli's got this whole little tent set up. He's got computers and shit hooked up. He's watching Netflix in the cave with Baloo and shit. He got honey everywhere. Like damn, Mowgli, what you do? He constructed like a PS7 VR headset and everything.
Hey, Bagheera, you want a beer, man? You want a beer?
Yeah.
Hey, Aardvark, toss him a beer. They open up a fridge he created.
He got a fridge. All kind of shit in there.
Like the Flintstones.
Okay, but he just has simple tools.
Ben Pantherly is like, what'd I tell you about using your Tony Stark powers?
This isn't right. You got to go.
Look, I got Baloo all these hives for honey so he can hibernate. I helped him. It's like, Baloo don't need to hibernate. He's a jungle bear.
Yeah.
You
so
moron.
Baloo lied to you. He's like, look, Baloo, you con artist. Baloo is like, look, it's late. Everybody's tired. Let's just get some rest. Have another beer. Bagheera was like, I don't drink this.
It's like, fine, I'll drink all the beer.
Yeah. So he's like, well, rest up. See what happens in the morning. They go to sleep.
For some reason, Mowgli is
wakes
the
up.
only one who's awoken by the sound of... Sorry.
So these elephants are out there, they're looking at a pit. Mowgli runs out to him. Oh, we forgot to mention this scene. Mowgli and Bagheera are walking. They see a pack of elephants. They have to stop and bow to them because the elephants shape the land. They built the jungle.
Yes, their trunks spread the water. Their feet spread the dust. Bow to them reverently, Mowgli.
Okay, so Mowgli goes to the elephants and he looks down in the pit. And he's like shocked at what he sees. Then he runs back, gets his man ropes.
All the elephants, huge. These elephants are huge, man.
Screaming.
They all gather around the pit, looking down. I like the directorial decision not to show you what's in the pit.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that for once, even though you know what it is.
Well, I didn't know. I was assuming that they saw like some dead elephant bodies and that man had come and killed them. That's what I thought
that's
too.
my initial impression too. I thought that they were going to turn on Mowgli and they had to protect Mowgli because a bunch of men had poached the baby elephant or something.
So whenever he went back out of the ropes, it was like, oh, okay, there's an elephant trapped.
A baby
in there.
T-Rex, yeah.
Baby T-Rex, yeah. He just jumped down in there with the ropes and they came back up with a rope, gave it to two of the elephants, and two of the elephants pulled out the baby elephant.
Bagheera and Baloo both woke up and were able to witness.
They watched it.
As the dawn came of a new day, Mowgli's powers came into new light for the panther.
Yeah, it was like maybe he could do some good in the jungle.
Baloo's like, wow, he is special. I know he's special. I raised him.
I was like, what? You ain't raised shit. You gave him to the wolves, you idiot. Don't try to take credit for somebody else's work. I guess he was a teacher, like the Merlin or something.
Well, even though
he was
we're
the
all...
Obi-Wan. Wolves were Aunt Peru and Uncle
Peru.
Aunt Peru and
Aunt
Uncle.
Peru.
That's what the wolves were. Aunt Peru and Uncle. What's the matter? Why you laughing?
Aunt Peru and Uncle Ohio. What?
Uncle Ohio and Peru. Anyway.
Peru. Peru. Peru is
the bees and
country.
peas. I'm sick of this. Okay.
The bees and the peas and the coconut trees. And...
So Bagheera tells Baloo, look, I need you to convince him to come with me, to go to the man cave. All right? Because he's not safe here. Shere Khan's coming for him. It's like, whoa, Shere Khan? Okay, I'll convince him. So Baloo walks up to him. He's like, look, kid, I don't need you here anymore. And Mowgli's like, but we're friends. He's like, no, we're not friends. I was just using you, kid. And Mowgli climbs up to a tree into a raft.
Yeah, he built a little tree platform balcony thing for himself.
And Baloo felt bad, and he told Bagheera, like, that was the hardest thing I've had to do. You asshole, Bagheera. And Bagheera was like, it needed to be done. So Mowgli's just sitting there.
The hardest thing I ever
This little monkey walks up to him, starts playing with him and flicking him and whatnot. Go away. No! No! That's what the monkey said. Wait, what does he say? The monkey copies after him?
It's like, go away! And then the monkey's like, meow, meow. It's like the funniest thing in the whole entire movie to the kids in the audience.
Yeah.
Kids really responded to the monkey making fun of Mowgli.
And then eventually these other monkey homes come down, grab Mowgli, and the monkey start taking him and start throwing him around.
Whoa!
And you get to see was Mowgli's being thrown everywhere.
Baloo and Ben Pantherly are like, oh man, I haven't seen
gotta
this
go
since
get
Shia
him.
LaBeouf. Go.
Oh shit! And then they gotta go get him. So they run after him to go grab him.
The monkeys take him across a small raging section of a river. Baloo sees that Bagheera can't cross the river, so Baloo jumps down and is like, get on my back, but watch the claws. And so they team up. Nice bit of bonding there. He helps them across the river. They continue chasing the monkeys. The monkeys climb this massive rock face, massive cliff face, to a precipice on a mountain where they got this huge Aztec temple, run-down Aztec ruins.
Ancient civilization.
With staircases and pyramid shapes.
The Colossus.
Oh, man.
Remember you did like the trailer for Ending 4, you thought he was always saying Thythical Lost City instead of mythical.
Mythical?
Was that you or was that Tristan who told me
remember.
that?
One of y'all was
it must have been Tristan. For the Ending 4 trailer, he was like, sounds like he's saying Thythical Lost City. You said mythical.
They drag Mowgli into the shadowy Aztec ruins, and then Bagheera's like, Baloo, we gotta climb up there and say it. Was like, do I look like a climbing bear to you?
Baloo faces his fears. And he climbs.
Bagheera really helped him out. Like, just concentrate on my face. Don't look down, Baloo. You can do it. He's reciprocating the help that he gave him to cross the river. Some nice messages, some nice bonding messages there. Overcoming your differences for a like-minded goal. Friendship touch there.
Oh. So Mowgli meets King Louie walking.
They had a cowbell reference, sir.
I didn't get that. What was going on?
You don't know?
I don't know.
It's a famous SNL skit where Christopher Walken, they're in a recording studio, and he's like a crazy record producer, and he keeps walking in and saying, I gotta get more cowbell. They got these professional musicians playing actual instruments, blaring out, and Phil Ferrell all he's doing is doom, 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 doom. And then he walks in and is like, that's great, fellas, that's great, you're doing great, but I need more cowbell. And so Will Ferrell just banging it louder, banging the cowbell.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah,
it was an SNL skit.
So before you see King Louie in this movie, they have Mowgli pick up a little cowbell, and he's just jingling it for no reason. And I look at Raymond, I was like, the Favreau's having fun here.
The Favreau's having fun.
You need more cowbell. So you got your cowbell.
I never saw that skit.
Oh, yeah, so I must have seen Crazy just yelling, more cowbell at you.
Yeah, you did. I was like, well, I don't get it. So King Louie walking, talks to Mowgli. You know who I am? I'm the king around these parts.
Yo, Mowgli.
You need protection, all right, in this jungle. And I'll give that to you. But you got to give me something, all right? And he was like, I don't have anything to give you. Yes, you do. And he like touches Mowgli on the chest provocatively.
Whoa,
wait a minute now. Where is it going?
You do have something that I need.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
You a man.
Yeah.
And I like men. But I really want your red flower.
Oh!
Snap.
Stop it.
I mean, I want your fire because the fire has the power to destroy the whole entire jungle. He who controls that wields the power of the might of the jungle, and I could truly be King Louie.
Yeah, so he wanted the flower so he can rule everything. And Mowgli was like, I don't know how to give you the flower.
You don't, or you can't, or you won't.
I can't. And Baloo walks in like, hey, how you doing today? You famous King Louie? Damn, you stink. Baloo was just... What?
What's the Star-Lord song? Ooh, child. You got Baloo. Baloo starts dancing for him. Ooh, child, things are getting brighter. Someday, what are you doing, Baloo? This is a distraction. And then all of a sudden, a raccoon comes up and shoots King Louie.
Yeah. Bagheera saw Mowgli, and Mowgli saw Bagheera. They tried to sneak out. Another monkey saw him. Monkey screamed, and everybody started chasing after him. They all ran out. King Louie got up for like the first time ever, I guess. He started growling.
Coom, grabbing the ledges of the buildings. He's massive.
He's giant ass ape. He called himself a gargantuan. What was his proper title?
Giantanopolis or something.
That's what I wanted my name to be in the beginning, but I couldn't remember.
They sang the Ooby-Doo song, but you could have cut that.
It was like a soft version, a quick version.
Ooby-Doo, I want to be like you.
Because you want the red flower.
I want to walk like you. Talk like you. Ooby-Doo. Ooby-Doo. Oh, go get them. Get them.
He runs out.
This is a pretty cool visual sequence.
You like this scene?
Because he got all the stairs. It's like this huge open courtyard with stairs on all sides and a pyramid to the left, right, main hall pyramid and then the entry pyramid, this huge battle arena down below. It's like, this is the kill zone, Mowgli. You gotta get out of here. We'll hold them off. It's like, oh man.
So Baloo and Bagheera just like get into this crazy battle with these monkeys.
Bill Murray's like, I'll take you all on.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Starts fighting them.
Kicking the monkeys around. Man, they look like they're so effed. Whenever King Louie comes out, because he's so huge,
Goes,
man.
Roar.
He's like the size of one of the sides of the pyramids. It's like,
he starts climbing up.
I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get a boss battle here, man.
Oh shit.
But he doesn't attack the real threat. Instead, he just chases after Mowgli while Baloo and Bagheera are distracted.
Mowgli runs in
To the lower columns of the entrance pyramid. Column hall, shadowy, and he's hiding behind one of the pillars.
King Louie's talking to him. He's like, come join me. And they do the same shot for Return of the Jedi because Andrew started laughing. With this Darth Vader and Luke.
Mowgli's like, I won't fight you.
Brother, so you have a wolf brother. If you will not join, then perhaps he...
Grey will.
Ah!
Never! Oh.
Yeah. So Mowgli battles him for a little bit.
He's running away from King Louie, and King Louie is knocking out the columns, the support columns, to try to get to him. Then he does his patented run really fast towards a cliff and leap off without knowing what's out there. Mowgli does. Yeah, he sees a window of opportunity.
Oh, wait, he gotta tell him this first.
Oh, what do I have to tell him?
King Louie was like, hey, where you gotta go? You gotta run back to the wolves? And Mowgli's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, they didn't tell you, but Akela is dead. He's like, you're a liar.
Akela, like from Akela and the Beast.
Yeah, that's what I thought his name was. What is it? Akela? What is it?
Akira.
Whatever the fuck.
I think.
Anyways,
I think.
I think it's Akela. Akira?
Oh, we don't need to know. It's funny or not know.
Okay. Whatever. He didn't tell you that he was dead. He's like, no, you're a liar.
You lie.
Do I? So yeah, he does his patented run off the thing like Andrew says. King Louie knocks the columns and the whole building just collapses on him. He just dies.
And then all the monkeys just stop in unison, and then like cockroaches, they even have like cockroach sounds. They like pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter up to the side of it and start immediately rescue.
Yeah, taking all the rocks away, trying to save him. Baloo and Bagheera are like, what? Mowgli? Mowgli's in the tree. Is it true? Is Akela dead? Yeah. We didn't want to tell you. You knew!
Someone's got to take care of this fool. Someone's got to show this tiger who's boss. It's gonna be me. And so Mowgli just storms off. It's like
Mowgli runs off, and they try to chase him, but they can't get up the rocks real quick because it's still a little loose. So Mowgli gets a good head start, and he runs down to the man village.
Ooh. Takes a brief moment to look at them partying and beer it out in front of a bonfire.
Around their fire. They got a huge-ass fire going. They're just like swallowing up everything except them.
He notices a medieval torch hanging on the bridge.
Grabs that torch. He starts running through the jungle with it because he's got the red flower, and he's going to take down Shere Khan with it.
I'm coming for you.
So as he's running, he's like stepping on things, and sparks from the
little embers,
that's what I was, thank you, fell to the ground, and they caught on to the grass and whatnot, and the jungle caught fire while Mowgli was running through it.
He's burning the place down.
He's burning everything.
Mowgli's running through.
But that's what it came to here.
Shaka Khan, the white mother wolf, is like, get everybody to the water hole.
Yes, everybody goes back to the peace rock.
The red flower is coming. The men are coming. We must gather.
She was like, wait, is that? Oh, what an idiot! Sees Mowgli running. Mowgli comes in.
Stands in front of him on the
like,
rock.
I'm not afraid of you, Shere Khan. He's like, look at you, Mowgli. So the man cub is a man. You've brought the red flower. Look what you've done. You've burned the jungle. And Mowgli realized what he did. So he's going to use it against...
Come, strike me down with all of your man hatred.
Just
and
like your
journey.
father did. Which, I don't know why they had to bring that up again.
Like your father. And your journey towards manhood will be complete.
And Mowgli looks at the torch and then throws it into the water. It's like, never. I'll never join you.
I'll never become a man. You failed, Shere Khan. I'm a wolf. Like Akira before me.
Yeah.
So be it.
And then all of a sudden he starts saying the wolf language again. Baloo joins in. Everybody joins in with him and all the wolves. And he's like, so you stand with him?
He burned down your jungle.
Join him in extinction. And he runs after him.
And Baloo's like, whoa! And Baloo charges at him.
Oh, yeah, Baloo gets in there and starts fighting Shere Khan.
And then, then there's like a shockwave of bass whenever they collide in the theater. Boom! It's like, whoa!
That's how it was supposed to be in The Boss. You're supposed to see those two girls run up on each other, but
Spoilers.
it didn't happen. Well, hopefully this will be out before The Boss.
So everybody else decides to just watch Baloo fight Shere Khan and not help Baloo, and then Baloo gets bit on the neck and almost murdered, and it's like, hey, now!
Yeah, and they all start running. Ah! And then Mowgli tries to charge it with his. Ah! Bagheera stops and was like, no. He's like, I gotta fight him. He's like, but you can't fight him. Not as a wolf, but as a man. And Mowgli runs into the fiery forest. The wolves are holding down Shere Khan.
You about to say Shakira
I was
again?
about to say Shakira again. Holding down Shere Khan. And Shere Khan just taking them all on, man. This guy knows all kind of kung fu moves.
He's an imposing, impressive villain. He doesn't kill anybody, though, except for that one guy he killed earlier in the movie.
Well, at least he got one killing.
I was like, he's about to
Well,
devastate everybody.
He's gravely injured Baloo. Baloo never came back for another round.
He saw that Mowgli was running into the jungle. He started running after Mowgli. Bagheera, the panther, just charged right after him, tackles him, and starts fighting him again. And then he gets overwhelmed, and he's like, run, Mowgli!
Run! Mowgli goes up.
He sees the dead tree.
Dead tree from the beginning of the movie, everybody.
The dead tree don't burn, because it's dead.
Well, it should burn. He starts constructing, uses man powers, and starts constructing a device.
Now,
You don't know what it is.
The dead tree don't have innards, so you can hide inside the trunk of the huge tree and climb around.
So he gets a rope, he puts a little thing on the rope, and he tosses the rope on the side. Waits for Shere Khan to come. Shere Khan's climbing the tree.
This is why it was important to mention that he broke that branch at the beginning of the movie, because he's got an idea, like, I'm going to construct a little branch thing.
It's time for you to go down, Shere Khan. Shere Khan's climbing up the tree in the center, chasing Mowgli. Mowgli's like, you can't beat me, Shere Khan, give up. I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power.
Yeah. Shere Khan's walking on the ledge and he sees the ledge.
Again, he said something about his father again.
Yeah, he said, you'll die just like your father.
And then Mowgli actually reacted this time.
They said, just like Bagheera. Like, why didn't you just say Bagheera the first time? And then this would be fine, because the father thing. We'll get to that in general discussion. We're almost done. Shere Khan sees that he wants him to step onto it. And then Mowgli's like, whatever.
There's fire all over the jungle, all beneath them.
Mowgli says something to set him off.
I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, he says that, but he says something crazy to him.
It wasn't racism why you weren't nominated for an Oscar, Idris.
Yeah. Charges after him. And Mowgli jumps and grabs onto that rope with the little log that he made and was able to hang on while Shere Khan hits the edge of the branch and it breaks. He tries to grab on, but he falls into the fire and breaks into a million pieces.
He just immediately just explodes. They have the same slow-mo shot with the same paw animation as The Lion King whenever he was falling.
This movie takes a lot of stuff from a lot
Lion
of Disney
King.
movies. Lion King, mostly.
They had a warthog in there, played by Jon Favreau himself.
What's my live-action Lion King movie? I'd like to see that.
Oh, you put it out there.
Now it's going to happen?
If this is really, really popular, sir, and people really love this amazingly detailed CGI animals, I have no doubt.
Apparently this was done by Pixar, huh? Say Pixar Studios helped them.
Let's hold off and finish the movie real fast. Okay.
Shere Khan's dead. Mowgli returns.
Riding the baby elephant on top of the waterfall above the Peace Rock.
So the elephants break down trees and they block the river, and then they open up another path so the river water can wash the fire out on the jungle.
And everybody's celebrating. A few weeks later,
We cut to Mowgli running again with the wolves. He's like, I'm going high. And Bagheera's like, he never listens. He goes high and he swings and he does what he needs to do, and he makes it down before the other wolves. And he's like, you're so fast. How'd you do that? He's like, it's because I went high. You guys went high. You shouldn't have did that, because you got to run like a wolf. I run like a man.
except who you are.
And they go down and they see the new wolf pack. Apparently, Rakasha's leading the wolf pack now.
Rakasha. The white wolf lady, Mowgli's mother.
Lapita Nwanga leading the wolf pack. She makes everybody cite the pledge again. Mowgli cites it and he climbs into a tree with Bagheera, and Baloo climbs up there with him. He's like, this ain't so bad. The end.
It turns into a drawing in the book like they used to do in the Disney anime movies, where they open a rich leather book, closes the book.
Corinthian leather. Oh, I'm sorry.
Closes the book. You see the book has Jungle Book. It's got this silk blue material it's on top of. Credits start rolling. Then the book opens back up and you get...
This musical stuff coming out. And then you see the temple that was broken down in rocks. And then King Louis pops out. I was like, whoa, is this guy still alive? But it was actually just a musical number sequence. So.
Yeah, you got a ooby-doo.
They show all the sequences with all the characters.
They show you who played which character with nice little drawings as they're flipping through the book. It's like a pop-up book where realistic CGI pops out of the book throughout the credits.
I don't know why I did the boo noise.
Throughout the rest of the credits, you got more versions of songs. You have Scarlett Johansson, her cut song as the snake song about her slithering around and stuff.
The rest of the credits were in the 2.5D, right?
And then you got another cover track of The Bare Necessities by somebody else. Yeah, then the movie was over.
The end.
General thoughts?
Well, I like the movie overall. Pretty positive on it. My biggest problems with this, because I see what they were trying to go for with it. Can man be a part of the jungle kind of thing? Is man going to be part of the world? Is man destroying? They was going for that little angle, but I don't think it got through enough until the end of the movie. Like I said, it should have been a prologue of some sort. Cut the father out, because there was no, cause he didn't go back to the man village at the end, so there was no need to have the father thing in there at all.
He doesn't seem spiteful about it or anything.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem curious about the fact that he has a father out there and somebody might know about him and where he came from. He's not interested in his own backstory. Mowgli's not interested in his backstory.
So it should have been like,
that's
I don't
sequel
know,
bait.
I guess.
That's sequel bait.
Well, apparently Warner Brothers is making their Jungle Book movie. And apparently it was called Jungle Book Origins, but they changed the name to just Jungle Book or something, I saw.
Oh, they dropped the "the," so now they're hipper than Disney because
Yeah.
Disney kept the "the."
Didn't they do this before? Didn't other studios do this before? The Snow White was made? Who made Huntsman? Was it Warner Brothers did that?
Maybe
Probably so.
Universal or Warner Brothers. I can't remember which.
And then there's another Snow White movie that came out.
Mirror, Mirror with Julia Roberts and
Lily Collins?
Lily Collins.
So anyways, back to this movie.
So anyway.
Shere Khan, his motivation, like Shere Khan was just a dick. He went to go kill this guy. Like it should have been better if like Shere Khan had like a family or something. Maybe he was part of like this group of tigers who like protected the jungle, and man came in with the red flower and killed all the tigers that were part of his group and burned him. And then that's when Bagheera finds Mowgli.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because Shere Khan in this movie is completely in the wrong because he's
just a dick.
He wanted to eat one of the humans, and he's mad because he got scarred in self-defense.
I guess they just made him a villain. Like, give him a little motivation here.
It was almost cool to where Mowgli set the jungle on fire, and he was like, see, I was right. And I was like, oh, cool, the animals are going to be on his side. How's Mowgli going to get out of this? But then he just threw it in the water, and then all the animals are like, oh, I guess he's good. Because he threw it in the water?
Yeah.
Like, no, he could still be bad. He's just getting rid of the evidence.
Well, Mowgli never gave him a reason that he was bad to begin with, so they would be on. And Shere Khan's a dick, so they would always be on Mowgli's side because Shere Khan's a dick.
But also, in the defense of that, the animals don't really know Mowgli that well because the wolf pack apparently hides him from the other animals.
He didn't hide it when they went to the Peace Rock.
Yeah, and that's the first time they really saw him because they were all like, what is that? And stuff.
I guess.
So they don't really know the true intentions. And
Of
maybe
the Mowgli. Well, he's been with them for all these years. They wouldn't.
And
they wouldn't
maybe
join
that's-
Shere Khan. Shere Khan's a dick.
Yeah, but Shere Khan got rid of the wolf guy after they just met the man cub, and they're like, maybe Shere Khan really is looking out for us. That's why he killed Akira, because Akira was training this man cub to kill us all or something.
No. No. You try to take up for Shere Khan. I'm not falling for that. Shere Khan's a dick.
I'm just trying to go
But
the
that-
other animal's point of view, why they might think Shere Khan is right.
Shere Khan's a dick. He's not right. Give us some justification for this. Like his family died or one of his brothers or something died. Something. If you
And-
put the prologue, the scene where the snake is enchanting him could have been like her showing him like a false future of him being this great protector of the jungle, being this king of the jungle type character where he's got all his man inventions everywhere. Great guy. And so she tries to eat him.
Or it could give him a negative view of the future where he burns the jungle down.
I would rather go with him with his man inventions future thing because he starts creating them more. Otherwise, it wouldn't make a bit of thing if he just saw him burning the jungle down. But then she'd actually be telekinetic or something. I don't know.
She's given him visions. I don't...
She gives him the prologue that we should have got at the beginning of the movie. This thing with his father, and Shere Khan mentions it to him like twice, and it's like, nobody cares.
Did Scarlett Johansson Snake ever mention that she was a procurer of all knowledge in the jungle? Like she has ears everywhere or anything?
Yeah, because
How does she
Christopher
know this?
Walken's King Louis has monkeys everywhere, so I don't know how she know this.
Yeah, King Louis is the better person to tell a backstory. It makes sense because all his minions. Basically, if you have the prologue, it kind of makes the snake scene pointless. Except for that's where he meets Baloo, but Baloo could have saved him from the stampede or something.
The snake's in the original movie. They have to put the snake in the movie. Just she's only in that one part. I guess King Louis is only in one part, but his part is better.
Yeah. It does run a a little bit long for a Disney live-action movie for kids. It's an hour and 52 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure it probably has 15 minutes of credits because of all the CG work put into the movie, though.
It's nice that they try to tell a story of can he do good? Is he bad? What can he do for us? Can a man do good in the job? I guess it's an analogy for the whole world. Can man really protect the world? Is man going to destroy the world? Can man use his creations to better the world or destroy the world? I like that. It was pretty nice. Yeah, nice film. Very positive.
But if they see that one boy can make that choice and better the world, then they should know that the men could do that too.
Who should know?
The animals should know that the other men could be just like Mowgli too. And what Shere Khan might have been saying might have been lies because Shere Khan is Shere Khan.
Yeah. So I guess maybe they'll allow men into the jungle. We don't know when this movie takes place. Does it take place in the 1940s? Are we assuming?
They left it intentionally ambiguous with those fire shots and everything. Ben Kingsley, the Panther, does mention at one point, watch out for their flying rocks. So it sounds like they do have guns.
They had guns in the 1940s.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying it at least is a period where there's guns. Yeah, the movie's good. I wasn't expecting too much from it for some reason. Maybe it's because the trailers are just loud and bombastic and totally in your face. Boom, 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 boom.
That's every trailer these days.
Yeah, calm it down a bit. Like the best part of the trailer was the whistling of the bare necessities in the river. Amazing computer-generated effects. Like I'm assuming this whole entire jungle, even though they claim it was downtown Los Angeles. I'm not entirely buying it. I think a lot of this is CGI. And no, obviously, all of this practically was shot in sound stages with a bunch of computer graphics departments going out into the wild, observing animals.
Very photorealistic stuff.
It's incredible. Like the movements of the animals themselves. Like they're animating the mouse, but I don't know if they motion captured actual animals.
They had to have. Like they watched a lot of National Geographic because they get all the movements of the animals right.
It's incredibly
when Shere Khan's walking, you get to see his like shoulder blades moving and stuff. It's real good. Just like a real tiger. It's great.
It's fantastic. Besides the talking, it looks amazing. And certain shots, especially in the sun, you could almost pass for photorealistic. But movement and limitations on render times and resolution will still give it away the majority of the time. And I'm sure in the future it won't be as amazing as what they can do, but what they can do now is pretty impressive.
So did Pixar do this on the slide? Because they said they thanked Pixar. Pixar had a credit at the end of this credits.
I would think that they must have borrowed Pixar's RenderMan rendering farm.
RenderMan.
I think they call it RenderMan software. They must have borrowed like their render farm for this movie because this movie is imagine the render times. Like, I've heard that modern blockbusters, the CGI, really complex shots, can take a week to render one shot at 2K resolution.
Damn.
A lot of these CGI-heavy movies are done at 2K resolution. If you want it 4K or above, we're talking like 2 weeks for a single frame. A single frame. And that's taking up a bunch of computer space. And that's why you got to farm out all these shots and frames to different companies, or else you'll never get the movie done in a year's time. That's why post-production takes so long on these movies. A week for a frame, Raymond, in 2K. If you want 4K resolution, forget about it. Forget about it.
I want 4K. They better learn how to make computers faster.
Like the majority of movies are rendered at 2K, besides a few directors, like Christopher Nolan, likes to render all his CGI here at 4K or higher resolutions, particularly for the IMAX scenes. So his CGI is rendered much higher, but he uses less of it, so he can get away with using up the computers that long. Okay, I'm going into a huge side tangent, but it's because...
There's some knowledge dropping on us.
This is a very, very impressive thing, and I'm not sure how... Hopefully they at least rendered it. I don't know how you could render this whole movie in 4K. And it's a concern for the future preservations of movies like this. Like, how are these movies going to hold up in the future, Raymond?
I don't think so, because I could tell this was... Like, we saw it in IMAX, but this was not shot in IMAX at all. It was a flat movie that just took up the whole thing, and I was just looking at this the whole time, and I was just like, it's a bit stretched. It probably won't. Was it shot on film or digital? I'm assuming it was digital.
It had to be digital to get all those shots through the pipeline.
So it's not going to hold up too well.
I mean,
it looks great now.
Fantastic blending of the young actor Mowgli in with his surroundings, of Neil with his surroundings. I was really impressed whenever the monkeys were juggling him. One shot in particular where they're putting them up like a mosh pit. I was like, oh wow, that is incredibly, the way they blend it. Like, you got fake trees casting fake shadows on him while fake monkeys are tossing him around, and he's reacting to these fake monkeys and way up in the air, and the fake shadows of the fake monkeys and the fake shadows of the fake trees, and those like, how is all this fake stuff blending with this kid right now? It's impressive.
This was downtown Los Angeles. That's what this was.
Yeah, downtown Los Angeles. I'm sorry.
So, yeah, very good.
I can't stress enough, one last time, amazing job to all you computer graphics people and all you people who went out and studied and did all this stuff. The movie itself is pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. It's a nice kids movie. The live action looking animals can look pretty imposing to smaller kids.
Yeah, Shere Khan jumps out a few times in this movie, and I was like, damn, he'll get you, little kids. Be careful.
But kids are more resilient than you ever give them credit for. Like, you think they'll be scared out of their minds during this movie, but there's a bunch of kids who we saw it with who were perfectly fine.
It's like that scene from Monsters Incorporated where he was telling us kids aren't scared these days because they watch all this stuff on TV, violence and whatnot. That's what it's like.
Pretty much. Kids can take it, but it is pretty intimidating. These almost photorealistic looking adversaries and animals, the huge Gigantopanopolis orangutan played by Christopher Walken
Gonna eat me.
is amazing, and the shadow work in that scene was really cool, and the stonework and just the wonderful design in this movie. This movie is all about the computer graphics and the design, and Jon Favreau brought a little bit of humor and heart to it with the characters. Little moments of bonding between Baloo and Bagheera, learning to work together to help their friend Mowgli.
I would give Neo a good shout out too. I enjoyed him. He was a good kid character. Poor guy was half naked the whole movie, but you know, I think his acting was goodness.
Little boy Mowgli. He was pretty good. There were a couple moments where I wanted a little bit more out of him, where he seemed a bit modern in his acting for the movie. No, it was moments. I'll give you, like, whenever Bagheera the Panther is talking to him, there'll be some times where he'll do some modern stuff like, but you said,
Oh, he was sassy. He was a little too sassy.
It was like, yeah.
To say he grew up in the jungle. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, if he grew up in the jungle, he's got this, like, human sass to him.
He got that sassiness.
Well, I know those wolves didn't teach him that sass.
Took a belt to his behind. Anyways.
Whip him with his tail. What'd you say to me, boy?
Yeah.
Very, very well-constructed movie.
Very good.
Visually, well-designed. Bill Murray was amusing. At first, not too many people were laughing whenever he first showed up, but eventually you warm up to his voice coming out of a huge bear, and the character grows on you. Baloo overcoming his fears, Bagheera on his mission and stuff, yeah.
I give it 3 stars.
It's a good movie. It's very simple. You know, it's a lot of elements from other Disney movies, particularly The Lion King and Return of the Jedi.
It is a Disney movie now.
It is, yeah. Well, Fox has it until 2020. Fox got all the rights to the original movies until 2020.
I thought they only had A New Hope.
They have New Hope, I think, indefinitely, and they have the others until 2020. The home video rights.
What you mean? What the heezy?
They own New Hope indefinitely. George Lucas was upset by the fact that they own his movie, and so he decided to be independent and finance the rest of the movies himself. So he owns all the other ones, and he was able to sell it with Lucasfilm. A New Hope, they own that forever. 20th Century Fox, you'll never lose that 20th Century Fox logo on A New Hope. Thank goodness.
So they can release all these different editions of New Hope, and people have to buy it. So what's going to happen when Disney does a box set, though? They'll have to finance it for 20th Century Fox?
That's like sketchy territory. Like, maybe Disney can't include The Force Awakens with the other movies because it's 2 different distributors. You can't box them together.
But they own the rights to the whole franchise now.
I guess they just get a Lucasfilm's cut of the profits.
Yeah, they have to give them a little deal, a little side deal, a little slide or something. Kind of like how Sony has with the Spider-Man and Marvel.
Yeah.
How you feel about that title, Spider-Man Homecoming?
Well, are we officially done with the Jungle Book first?
I'm done with it, yeah.
Decent, straightforward. Plot-wise, it's nothing you haven't seen before, but it's incredibly impressive visually. The Baloo bear necessities in the river, backstrokes. It's incredibly impressive how amazing that fur and that water looks on that bear.
Furry water.
Huge shout out to Weta Digital, I'm sure, who was responsible for a lot of the most amazing shots. Weta. I noticed in the credits they highlighted the visual effects post houses in whites. Like, all the other credits are orange or yellow, yeah. But then you get to the visual effects people, and it's like, white. You need to see Weta Digital. They made this movie. And you could tell Weta Digital was responsible for that fur. because they did the Planet of the Apes movies, and those look amazing.
Good.
Okay, done with the Jungle Book. It's recommended. Nice visuals, some good messages for the kids.
Take the fam.
Might be a little intimidated for younger people, but kids are resilient. What do you want to talk about, sir?
I said, how you feel about that title, Spider-Man Homecoming?
I guess it's a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge to the fact that he's back at Marvel.
Yeah.
But the logo and everything...
It look like a straight cartoon.
Yeah, it's like a Saturday morning special.
Maybe it is. Maybe I like it. Or I don't know. Maybe I like it that way. I don't know.
I don't know what to think yet.
This makes me think the climax of the movie is going to be at the homecoming for his high school. Pretty much.
Which is not a bad idea.
Yes,
But you're ripping off Sky High at that point.
Oh, Sky High. That was good. But that's Disney, though. I say that because I was reading up on some of these early reviews for Civil War. Mostly positive.
Yeah, it seems very positive, especially about Spider-Man.
Saying he's probably the best part of the movie.
They say he's not essential to the movie, but he's like steals the show.
I don't know how. That's okay.
Like if you took him out,
you still get the same movie.
You still get the same movie, but the fact that he's there, he's great.
He's probably like the best Spider-Man we've seen, which I hope is true. I hated Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
I'm sure a lot of people would have been really excited though if Disney and Marvel
kept that a secret.
Had secretly cast Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. Again,
God,
because he is Spider-Man and not Spider-Teen, so it's okay to have it's okay to have a 40-year-old Spider-Man.
Comics, he's Spider-Man, but he's a teenager. Sorry.
I don't mind that they're going back to the teen years, but I kind of do mind at the same time. I'm mixed on it because
as a Marvel
we saw it in
myself,
Andrew Garfield
I am happy, and I'm hoping that this Spider-Man is an actual funny Spider-Man, not a dick Spider-Man like Andrew Garfield's was, or a stupid one. Just that whole amazing shit was just dumb. Sorry for anybody who liked those movies, but they were complete waste of everything.
We almost lost our mind during the Amazing Spider-Man 2. We had some existential crises happen in that movie. Why am I here?
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
He didn't know what life was anymore. Apparently Black Panther's good too, and apparently it still is a Captain America story though, which I was happy to hear that it still serves as a sequel, the third Captain America movie, as well as a sequel to Age of Ultron. Apparently it addresses some things that we had issues with Age of Ultron as well that wasn't addressed in Age of Ultron.
Well, I would assume that Tony's feeling a lot of pressure to go along with these accords because he was responsible for Ultron, and maybe that's the reason that he's being so forceful about this when in the past he wouldn't have supported it.
Maybe so, yeah.
The government's breathing down my neck. I was responsible for a whole city crashing down like a meteorite. You're going to sign on to this or else they're going to hang me.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's Tony's motivation in this upcoming.
The villain sucks, though.
Well, spoilers, a lot of people don't know that there's a villain besides the heroes.
Oh, right. Well, I haven't seen any pictures of him.
No, it would be amazing. Is the villain Grant Ward from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
There it is, sir. There it is. He shows up.
Have you seen what Grant Ward's been doing? He looks like Neo. He's the best villain I've seen in a long time, what he's doing to people. Is he
great? I seen like a picture of where he's not wearing, like he's shirtless or something. It's just his dead skin or something. Super pale and bluish kind of.
He revealed himself, his tentacle hive self underneath himself, but then he can cloak back into Grant Ward because the actor still wants to be on the show, and I don't blame him. But yeah, the stuff he does.
Tell me. I need to know.
The two things he does that are amazing. First is they stole an Inhuman that gives you visions about how you're going to die. And there's questions about if you can change the future or not, or if it's permanent. They want a company that makes exosuits, which is setting up Civil War, Crossbones exosuit. Mm-hmm. So Hydra's purchasing exosuits for Civil War movie. And they're like, you need to sell this technology to us. We're going to buy your company. I'm not going to sell you the company. And he's like, Future Guy, do your stuff. Future Guy touches the CEO of the company. And it shows Grant Ward sucking the life out of him and them becoming skeletons. He's like, okay, I'll sign. Just let me go. And then Grant Ward says the most amazing thing. It's like, okay, I signed. Let me go. And then Grant Ward's like, oh, no, you're mistaken. I told you this is what will happen. And he sucks the life. It's like, oh, man. He's this amazing villain.
All right, give me the next thing.
You know, the guy on the council, guy who was formerly on the World Council, the old man, that's a little rude. The guy who said, is that what all this was about? Yeah. Sam Jackson. That guy. You find out that he was actually with Hydra. Spoilers for people who don't watch the show. But the guy on the World Council is actually a high-up guy of Hydra. He has a daughter.
He wasn't in Winter Soldier, though, huh?
No, he wasn't in Winter Soldier.
Okay.
He has a daughter. The creature, the Grant Ward creature, found out that all these years that they've been sacrificing themselves, they've done this pebble thing where you have to draw a pebble out of the bag, a white pebble. And he found out all these years that the World Council guy had a nick in the pebble so he could feel around and not choose the white pebble.
Wait, who was sacrificing themselves?
People were sacrificing themselves to the monster on his alien planet. They would go through a portal and sacrifice themselves. Like it was like a cult ritual within Hydra. And then the creature found out that he wasn't sacrificing himself and that he even let his own brother sacrifice himself.
Oh, so he was able to feel so he wouldn't have to go.
So he wouldn't have to go.
Okay.
And the creature has the memories of all the people who he has sucked the life out of. And so his brother is in there. He knows about the pebble. The daughter, the World Council guy, and the creature ward are in a room together. And then creature ward is like, I know what you did. The daughter's like, how could you? All these years, all these teachings, you betrayed us. It's like, don't worry. There'll still be one of his family to serve me, but a price must be paid. And so he kisses the daughter and is like, oh, wow, he's going to keep the daughter as his wife. And he's going to suck the life out of the World Council guy. It's like, a price must be paid. And he makes out with the daughter. And then he starts sucking the life out of the daughter. And then the daughter drops to the ground. And he looks at the World Council guy and is like, now you know what sacrifice is like.
No. My God.
It was amazing. You thought he was just going to kill the guy, but he takes the guy's daughter.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful villainy.
Beautiful villain. Spoilers for people who don't watch the show.
For Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't watch it on a regular. I'll watch the season finale, though.
But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is building up to Civil War. They actually have to call in the Inhumans. They captured all the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on the last episode, sir.
Ooh.
Except for Daisy and the electrocutioner guy. The guy who can control guns with his mind just took out everybody at S.H.I.E.L.D. And it's like, it's time to call in the Secret Warriors.
Ooh.
So they're gonna have
Inhumans and Secret Warriors.
All these Inhumans are coming to take back the S.H.I.E.L.D. base and save Agent Coulson and everybody.
Like they showed them gearing up.
Calling the Secret Warriors, and they're all gonna come together.
Oh shit!
So now we got the Secret Warriors assembling.
It's like that in my life.
It's like a mini Avengers squad on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No Daredevil.
No Daredevil.
Oh, call that guy in.
But Daredevil's about to form the Defenders. I'm hoping that Agent Coulson, the Defenders, the Secret Warriors, all these TV people can show up in Infinity War. I hope they can.
At the end? I hope so,
At some point throughout Infinity War.
All right. Doctor Strange trailer? It was okay. Wasn't too much.
I warmed up to it on the second and third viewings. I'm a little bit more interested, but it's got a serious tone to it.
I just don't like that it's an origin story again.
Yeah. A lot of people complaining about that.
Like, they mentioned his name, so I was assuming, okay, he's already got his powers and whatnot. Yeah, just too much to be an origin story again. And it looks like a long origin story, too. God, it looks like it's going to be the first, just the whole half of the movie, first half of the movie is going to be the origin story.
Similar to Batman Begins in a way, where he has to go up into some sort of lair and be taught something, and he's got a beard because he was traveling the world.
It's longer than that, man. Because he's got to get in the car.
Oh, I was talking about length. I was talking about similarities.
Maybe so. It won't be as good as Batman Begins, though. That's it. I got nothing else. No other news for you. No more Marvel, Disney news.
You got the new Blitz trailer for Suicide Squad to try to make it look as fun as possible after what happened with Batman v Superman.
Yeah, they gave away a lot. I think they gave away all the jokes in the movie.
They must have. It's like, but all of them. All of them. Everyone. I want to take all your jokes and engage that audience at point blank range.
There it is.
With all those jokes, we won't have any more humor left for the movie.
We may just take a few of them with us. I don't know. But yeah, I'm still hoping that Suicide's good. God, I don't know. Hopefully this could save DC in some way. The villains have to save DC's franchise. Look at this. They're the heroes of the story because...
The heroes are depressing murderers. The villains are at least happy murderers.
They're fun.
Who do you want to hang out with?
The fun murderers. The happy guys. That's what I want to hang out with. They're Baldwin blitzing with machine guns. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Man in the backseat, everyone attack.
How about the new Turtles trailer? We didn't talk about that one.
Yeah. You said you really preferred this one. with the
I said
Brooklyn
this one
song.
or the old one. I don't know.
I thought you said you liked this one better because it had some new.
I don't know. I can't remember how I feel about it. I gotta watch this one again.
I prefer the first one because of that song.
I asked you, did you like this? Because it kept doing what you liked about the beats to the images and whatnot.
Yeah, but it didn't have a sustained amount of you're constantly hitting the beats at any point in the trailer like the first one did.
Yeah.
The first one had tons of rhythmic editing, especially whenever she was tightening her top, like, huh. You got jokes, huh? Big baby, big, 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 huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a little piggy. I hope it's good.
I noticed in the new trailer, it looks like they toned down the ugliness of Master Splinter.
Ugliness? I didn't get a good look at him. I'm gonna have to watch it.
He no longer looks as greasy and black and disgusting looking like he did in the first movie.
Yeah,
It looks like they changed him because of audience reaction to him.
He was real nasty looking at the first movie.
Now it looks like he's got gray fur, actually.
Please.
So they try to spruce him up. They're taking a lot of the notes from the first movie. It's like, oh, y'all want what y'all had for your childhood? You want the cartoon come to life?
Here it is. How you feel about this storyline? Think they're gonna turn into humans or what?
That's the one thing I don't like.
Yeah.
The logic of, oh, wow, if you put this on a human, it could turn them into an animal hybrid.
A mutant.
So naturally, if you put it on us, it'll turn us into humans.
What?
What? You were never human.
Yeah.
There's no human in you.
Exactly.
Is there an alternate backstory where these turtles with the attached to a human
There's
being?
aliens involved now. You got the technodromes and cranes coming in.
Definitely a Saturday morning cartoon plot device.
Yeah.
And I don't mind as long as it's as fun as a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Even with the gritty nostril designs of the turtles. Very imposing, intimidating design.
Oh, that's it. We ain't got no more trailers to talk about that came out this week.
All
We
right.
talked about Rogue One last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked about it too much.
Oh, okay.
What do they do if you catch you? What do they do if they break you?
They didn't put that trailer on here. It was very upsetting. Donnie and whipping up on somebody. Do they break you?
Do they break you?
It's a black forest with a ablation. He's ablation in this movie. Yeah, that's it. That's all we got, y'all.
All right.
No other movie news right now.
Well, we recommend The Jungle Book.
Recommend it.
You probably already saw it if you're listening to the spoiler podcast, but we recommend it.
Woo.
And take care.
Have a good night.
That sounds like a wild note to end it on. For the Parking Lot Projectionists, I'm Andrew.
I'm Raymond.
Shutting it down. Boys, get the girls in the back.
Oh, I was wondering if he was going to do one of your little...
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. Okay.